In today's video, guys, I'm gonna show you how to quickly power up in Dragonheir Silent Gods at the beginning of a season. I am currently in Season 3, but it's gonna work pretty much for most of you guys out there. And I wanna share with you guys a few tips on how you can maximize every single little thing related to your progression, because every little helps. Plus, I'm gonna show you how to put your hand on epic and rare gear from day one. Now, I intended to release this video yesterday, but I had quite a few things on my plate, so I didn't have a chance to do the video yesterday, unfortunately, so this is day 2 for me. But if you guys are not in my Discord, make sure you guys join. The link is in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Not only that, we are sharing all the tips ahead of time, so I actually shared all this information yesterday, so you were able to put your hand on epic and rare gear. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to do the video yesterday, so you are able to get all this done by yesterday. We have giveaways, we have tons of awesome people helping around, so if you're interested, make sure you guys join in Discord, But let me just quickly share with you a few locations from where you can actually get rare and epic gear in day 1. I've seen a lot of you guys actually asking in chat today, in the global chat, can we get epic gear or rare gear? How we can actually do it? Like, what's the secret? So there are a few different locations on the map that will basically allow you to put your hand on a epic and rare gear. The main things that you need to do is actually go at the vendors, at the characters, the NPCs that are selling you things in game, because if you're not doing that, you won't be getting anything from any of them, So the main places that you kind of like want to head to are the markets in each one of the locations. And seems like I haven't been actually here. I thought that I've been here, but seems like I actually haven't been just yet. And check it out. Some of them will sell you things. Some of them will have it right here, so you can actually steal it without spending your gold. So at trade right here, this one doesn't seem to have much, but he does have quite a bit of rare gear that I haven't really purchased yesterday, right? So we're going to be able to go and get it now. So we're going to be able to put our hands on all of this rare gear. I thought that I was at this location yesterday for whatever reason, because I saved them all from what I remember from last time as well. But seems like I haven't been here. So this is actually great, because I just got a bigger power up right now on all of my characters. You do need to have a bit of gold saved up, of course. The rare gear is not as expensive. And this one right here is selling it pretty cheap at 5,000 a piece. You see the helmet is 25,000. So that makes quite a bit of a difference. But hey, as long as we can purchase some at 5,000, it's going to be great. Don't waste your gold on anything else at the beginning, guys. Make sure you are saving it, of course, for the gear. That's how you're going to have a massive power-up. If you're going to quickly jump to purchase nonsense from all these vendors, like food and stuff that you can actually just make yourself, you only really need to use 2 recipes, right? You want to have defense and accuracy, attack and accuracy to have a better survivability, better damage output. So it's very simple. Go and get some beast meat. Go and get some tomato by just wandering the map, and then you're gonna be able to go and do your own mixtures, your own foods, basically, and maximize the stats. So this one right here is one of the locations, guys. Then heading over to the next next location, sorry, and it will be right here at Famous. So if I'm not mistaken, we are able to get some rare gear from here too. From the market, you come to the merchants. One of them, I can't really remember exactly from yesterday which one of them had it. We stole everything from this one, and maybe he's the one that was selling gear, or was her. One or the other. I really don't remember exactly which one of them was selling the gear, but one of them do. And that is rare gear. If I'm not mistaken, is the support rare gear rather than the damage. Then heading over to the next location will be the Crimson Iris Port. Here as well, you will be getting a rare damage gear, and head over to the market right here, and we have the merchant. I can't remember if you steal it from him. Seems like you don't steal it. You actually have to buy it, so you can buy it from here. I already bought it, so it's not being displayed in game anymore for me, but I'm still gonna walk you through every single one of the locations. Let's leave from here and head over to the next location, which is, so we've done 1, 2, 3. Let's head over to this location right here. So from here, you're going to be able to put your hand on epic gear, guys. Now, this time around, you're not going to go in here, no. You're actually going to go around on the map around here and look for the vendor. He's usually running around. There we go. So this one will have epic gear. You're going to be able to trade 2 pieces. They are pretty expensive though, so make sure you have some gold saved up for it, because it will cost you quite a bit. But he is the one selling you epic gear. You're getting 2 pieces from him. Then, let me show you the last spot from where you can actually get some more epic gear, and that is up here in Terminus. So, teleport right here, guys, and again, you're not going to have to go to the actual location. Instead, what you're going to do is come to the Crimson Crow Investigator, and from here, you're not going to be able to purchase them. No. Instead, you're going to have to come and steal them, okay? So it's a bit of an RNG. You might steal them, you might not. But let me just quickly give you an extra tip on how you can increase your chance at actually getting better luck when you're attempting to steal things from NPCs. So if you go to Psychic Ore, you're going to have your attributes. So making sure you're putting a lot of it on dexterity will actually increase the points that you're having when you're rolling the dice, right? So I have a +3 on mine. I shared the extra points that I have on intellect, which will allow me to make double food, dexterity, and on wisdom, guys, okay? So that's where I'm basically putting my points to make sure I'm maximizing my progression. So this will be very, very important. But these are all the locations from where you can get gear to ensure that you're basically going to maximize your progression. So this is what I have in terms of rare gear. I have lots of it right now, you see, because we bought the rest. I have 2 different epic sets. I have 2 different sets of the rare gear from here as well, you know, the Guardian. There we go. Not the perfect stats, substats, but hey, it's epic gear. And while this set is not in particular extremely important right now, this one is massive because you get crit rate and attack. So definitely don't sleep on that set, you know. But there you go. That's all my gear. And this is day 2. I haven't even completed all of my things today just yet. Now, another quick tip, guys. I know I covered it yesterday in a different video with mistakes that you want to avoid. Make sure you're not just wasting gold and looking for perfect substats and stuff like that, because it's irrelevant at the moment. That's something that you need to look in more when you start farming epic gear. So that's going to be in a few days. Vortex unlocked today as well, actually pretty quick. But I'll be doing a different video on Vortex teams and share some different tips with you guys about the Vortex teams too. Moving over to the next tip that can actually boost your progression. Now, you have all these different areas that are unlocked. So when you are heading from location to location, each one of them will have a few chests randomly allocated outside like that one there. So make sure you guys are trying to quickly go and do a few teleports when you have a few free minutes and go and solve all the puzzles, go and collect all the resources, because this will actually be pretty important for you guys if you're trying to get some extra resources from here, you know, because every little helps. How I mentioned, you get some solvent, you get some materials from the domains, right, that you need to use for ranking up your heroes to the next level. So these are actually really important. Another thing to make sure you are doing, especially early on, is collect everything that you find on the map. Now, some of these things will never really be relevant to your things that you're fusing in terms of food, you know, like the things that you're cooking rather than fusing, my bad. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. Now, I don't really remember if we have different areas on the map from where we can actually get gear or anything like that. But if I discover any different ones, I will keep you posted in Discord. I feel like this might be the only few areas that I already shared with you. Then, of course, you want to make sure you're constantly going to collect all the materials that you need for the fort. So there are a few different locations on the map from where you can actually collect a bigger amount of the materials, the iron ores, you know. So every day, try to quickly just teleport. They tend to basically reappear after 24 hours. So this is one area. Then you have, of course, the area right here next to Tavira, the caves, So make sure you guys head over and collect that as well, because that will allow you to forge more and will allow you to slowly get better gear. And that is very, very important. I know at the moment we only have the common forge unlocked, but you will need all these materials later on. And my god, you will require quite a few of them. Make sure you are sorting out your cart as well. Now, by the time you're going to unlock level 4 at the cart to actually buy the rare gear from here, how I just showed you, you can already have like 5 different sets of rare gear and 2 sets of epic gear. So this is something that you don't have to really stress about it. I do purchase the iron ore from here daily though. Even though I'm at the beginning, I do want to create a big stock of iron ore early on. That's very, very important. Then one thing that I would suggest you not to do, and this is another tip that will boost your progression a little bit, and I'm going to repeat it. Every little helps. You see, you have the Outland Rifts. Now, these are still available for 5 more days. At the moment, I cannot beat the highest difficulties. But in 4 days, most probably I'm going to get at least 1 or 2 difficulties higher, which will overall increase the rewards that I'm collecting from here. The main thing is the affinity solvent, okay? And then, of course, the potions and the rest of the things that we're getting, but these will really, really give you an advantage if you slowly add up everything. And make sure you are doing the team challenge when you are doing this, so you're collecting a little bit extra. The next thing, guys, this is a bit of a tip that's not necessarily going to change your progression or anything like that at the beginning, but it will affect it in the long game. And right now, you don't really have many options when we are talking about the Psychic Core. Don't spread around, okay? Don't spread around. Make sure you are paying attention to 2 of the best teams that you can possibly build on your account. 2 teams will be able to cover Vortex, cover everything else, and I'm talking about 2 different elemental affinity combos. So get this done. Make sure you're getting this attack. Yes, you can get this defense from here too. It will be fairly helpful, but don't necessarily stress about it. The main things that you want to make sure you are getting sorted is get your attack on the 2 of them. Don't go for 3 different elemental affinities early on, because it's going to be a bit of a waste. You're not going to be able to build 3 good teams anyway to be at maximum level, so you're just going to waste your affinity solvent. So don't just jump on it to do it. You can get the HP if needed, and then slowly again go on the accuracy on the 2 that you really need. Ignore the resistance completely, you don't need it, and then slowly make your way all the way to the last tier. This will give you a massive advantage for the Vortex, okay? Because if you are prioritizing the last 2 levels right here on the elemental affinity that will be part of your Vortex team, is going to be game changing, okay? So take that tip in consideration, guys. I just wanted to share all this info with you guys. It's early info. I know they're not like a gazillion tips in here, but they are very, very essential, and this will make a massive, massive difference. Again, I know I talked about it in yesterday's video. Make sure you guys are using this, okay? I feel like this season, the progression is a bit different comparing it with Season 2 and comparing it with Season 1. Use the Clepsydra Torrent to swap teams and advance on higher stages, rather than farm the low stages because you can't be bothered to do it. That, again, it will give you an edge because you're not wasting stamina on the low stages. You're getting more materials, more resources, allowing you to develop your account much, much faster. So what I've noticed in this season is that I can actually build 2 teams from the very beginning. So right now, I'm farming some Goblin. I already farmed domains enough that I can go in and build a Frost and Poison team too. So because of it, I'm going to build 2 teams. I'm going to keep Radiance and Fire, Frost and Ice, and I'm just continually going to develop from here and level them up more and more and more. Not only that, we are getting stamina to start with as well. And I'm not free to play. I purchased the Battle Pass, right? So the Battle Pass will give me a couple of different things. You see, we're getting some refills from here. I do have the monthly things from here. These 2 right here that give me some Wire Marrow daily, 30 stamina, 30 multi-battles. So all these are helping me a bit as well with my progression, but I'm not free to play. So the main thing that I'm trying to tell you, you will have stamina to slowly level up 2 teams because the Vortex is already unlocked. And we're kind of like going to be stuck till level 21, if I'm not mistaken, before we can actually do a rank 70, yeah. So in the meantime, by the time we get to this, we're going to build up resources. We're going to be able to have 2 teams up and running by the time we get to this. And then by the time we're going to be able to do level 90s at level 28, again, we're going to have 2 teams at level 90. And then we're going to start building up the materials that we need for level 100, rather than go and farm gear. You don't want to jump on farming gear just yet. Yes, you farm a couple of epic pieces here and there just to enhance a bit your teams, but you're not going to drop all your stamina in that just yet. No, the main thing that you're going to have to do from here on is actually wait a bit with the gear and work on building those 2 teams, making those 2 very strong teams, because you have the upcoming events right here. I'm not sure if they are actually showing it, but somewhere here we're going to have the double legendary gear drop around this time when we have this event starting. So in the first month, unless they changed it, which I doubt it. So that's when you really start dropping all the stamina that you had saved up in farming gear, guys. But that was all for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell and turn on all notifications to make sure you won't be missing any of the future videos. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.